You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, man. I find it quite saddening to see that we got chicks online looking like Michael Jordan that's coming out here capping and making excuses for the devilish, demonic behavior of Carmelo Anthony. I think it's absolutely disgusting. I think it's sad, and I think it's sickening. But some new information has come out uh, about this whole Carmelo Anthony case. I've lost a couple subscribers over. Hey, it is what it is, man. I stand with the truth. You know what I'm saying? I think that both boys, Carmelo and Austin Metcalf, were two demons. That's what I think. But anyways, the report has now come out to why Carmelo Anthony's uh, his appeal was rejected. Now, apparently, according to the reports, uh, Mark Garagos has stated that uh, the evidence that I told y'all about Carmelo Anthony is what got his appeal rejected. In fact, he says that the reason why Carmelo Anthony's appeal got rejected is because, like I told y'all, his ex-girlfriend was she basically had reported him before this whole situation even popped off that morning. At 1 o'clock that morning, Carmelo Anthony reportedly threatened his girlfriend or the ex-girlfriend. She reported him before he even went to the track that day, early that morning, 1 a.m. So Mark Garrigo says that recent evidence included involving Carmelo Anthony's own conduct, like I told y'all this, including allegations by an ex-girlfriend who claimed that he stalked and threatened her, played a pivotal role in the judge's decision. He added that the prosecution, now he's talking about a different case too, so he's talking about both cases, and I told y'all this. So basically, that incident that we didn't know anything about, Carmelo Anthony had gotten into an incident with his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. He did not want to let the ex-girlfriend go. And you got people online that's out here making all these old lame excuses. Like I said, you got chicks more bald-headed than Michael Jordan out here, just lying. Absolute demons and devils, man. I just can't respect you, man. You just a devil. You know who you is too. You's a demon. You's a demon. You's a demon. And it's not all lies. It's the truth. Carmelo Anthony's parents sat right there in court, and guess what? They had to accept it. The same way it was true against Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf. They were some stone cold racists. And Carmelo Anthony, he's a racist too. And don't tell me he can't be a racist against black folks. See, let me tell you something. When you're a racist against, you hate your own people. When you hate your own people, you are a racist against your own people. People tell me, oh, black folks can't be racist. Carmelo Anthony called black folks black, melon, munching, chicken, sucking, you know what. They got that subpoena that in his phone. Well, what y'all gonna say? What y'all gonna say? They subpoenaed that in his phone, man. He called black folks black melon. Carmelo Anthony didn't even like black folks. And you got this black bald-headed Michael Jordan looking chick coming out here capping for him. Weave hanging on by a string. Sit your ass down somewhere. Because you don't want this. Something wrong with people online, man. They praise and condone demonic behavior, man. And I'm sick of it. I'm telling you like this. It don't matter how many times you change your hairstyle up, you bald. Period. It's sad, man. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. I don't praise none of this negativity. When you see these kids on demon time, guess what? They all getting the same smoke from me. I don't care what color you are. I believe that if Austin Metcalf was alive, him, Hunter Metcalf, and Carmelo Anthony they should have already been in prison for all the shit they was doing. This man threatened to kill a girlfriend. He was already spiraling. He was already spiraling. You can get mad and leave because this ain't what you want to hear. See, when this ain't what you want to hear, you will get your ass up and leave. When somebody telling you the truth, see, that's what the truth is always going to do. The truth is always going to separate you from the fake, from the phony, from the cappers, from the excusers, from the people who come out here with these lame-ass excuses for absolute buffoonery, bad behavior, shucking and jiving, acting like a fool. So let me get this straight. Y'all hate Officer Tatum whenever he say something about black folks, but Carmelo Anthony, he get caught red-handed. I'm talking about black folks in the worst way possible. And don't nobody got nothing to say. And now it's been revealed It's been revealed now that the reason why Carmelo Anthony lost his appeal is because they were going to bring that girl in court. And I told y'all this. He's lucky that they didn't put this shit in court the first time. If they would have brought that girl in court, that nigga would have got life in prison. Carmelo Anthony had been stalking the ex-girlfriend. Carmelo Anthony had already threatened and already had beaten up on women before, to his own admission. Carmelo Anthony had been suspended multiple times. His parents knew this. That's why his mama was looking all nervous and shit when they was up there at the court. I'm going to say it again, right? That's why his mama and them was looking all nervous when they was at the, because they never thought this was going to be revealed to the public. But everything you do in the dark, it will come to light. Carmelo Anthony, I'm going to say it again. Carmelo, the girlfriend did not deny the allegations. The girlfriend's the one that reported him. Sorry. This in court just the other day. The girlfriend's the one who reported him. See, I got the real paperwork. Carmelo Anthony had been a menace to that girl. Carmelo Anthony told that girl he was going to kill her and asked her how many bullets she want coming out her chest. Carmelo Anthony, and I'm not going to show it on YouTube out of respect, the little decency I have left. But Carmelo Anthony got multiple pictures with guns, his shirt off with guns, talking about he going to take his daddy's car, take the license plates off, and go slide on niggas. Carmelo Anthony has already admitted to committing robberies. Carmelo Anthony has already admitted to beating on women. Carmelo Anthony was suspended multiple times for school for fighting and assaulting people. It got so bad with Carmelo, and his parents didn't tell y'all this. It got so bad with Carmelo Anthony, he got suspended multiple times. His mama and his daddy had to enroll him in an LSU program that was specialized on keeping your hands to yourself. When you're a young dude that can't keep your hands to yourself, you keep assaulting people. Because Carmelo Anthony had been suspended 3 times already. His parents didn't tell nobody that. Got everybody out here stumping and standing on business for them, and their son's the absolute demon. Ain't no way in hell. Got the whole community out here looking stupid behind him. Then when you pull up his case file, niggas want to act like they blind and they dumb, deaf and blind and can't hear no more. This type of stuff I'm talking about. This is the reason why we can't never get right, because we can't never straighten up bullshit when we see it. But this dude didn't even like black folks. Carmelo Anthony, in his phone, was calling black folks black melon munching, chicken sucking, and I ain't gonna say the rest. And you still got these buffoons saying free Melo. For what? For what? If Carmelo Anthony, that situation never happened, I don't even think Carmelo Anthony may have lived the next 3 or 4 years. The way his life path was on, the way the trajectory of his life was on, he lucky God set him down. Sometimes God will sit you down in prison instead of take your life, call your name and take you up out of here. Right? See, the parents lie. Y'all can't deal with the parents lying. This is on the records. Let me say this again. This is on the records. Carmelo Anthony is on his own text messages talking about how he assaulted and beat up the girl and punched her in the face. Read it right there. He said, I said the name Vicky, and she tried to start hitting me, and I was running till she pulled my hair, and she started hitting me, so I punched her in the face. Let's keep going. Told her, when I stab you, I'm going to lick the blood off the blade. Look at this. That's in 2024. Let's go back to 2024 too. How many bullets you want coming out of your chest? This is how you was talking to that girl. Right? I'm telling y'all this right now. So Garagos came out and said that the girl, she was a key witness. She was the main reason why he lost his appeal. Because the girl, that same morning that Carmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf, that same morning, the girl had reported him to the school. She didn't even know that was going to happen. The girl didn't know that was going to happen. The girl reported that nigga to the school the same morning. She didn't even know that was going to happen at that track meet. She had just reported that nigga for stalking her. He would not leave her alone. He would not accept the fact that she wanted to break up with him. She was tired of his shit. And these motherfuckers running around here, like I said, you got chicks running around here looking like Michael Jordan in his prime, gonna sit up here and make up all these capping ass lies on the internet. It's sad, man, and make these lame ass excuses for demons and demonic behavior. I don't have no excuses for no fucking demonic behavior, man, on nobody. Not the Metcalf twins, who was full of shit. They stone cold racist. Need to be put in prison. See, the one thing you want to learn about, I got smoke for all of them. And to the nigga who said, oh, nigga, you flip-flop, nah, nigga, it's called getting new information. See, I wanted to stand up for the brother. Parents was out here hooting and hollering and crying and acting like this is a great all-around kid who didn't get in no trouble. He's a good kid. No, he ain't. He a demon. Point blank period. You a bad parent. And I said to their face, you don't got no control over your child, that's your fault. Real talk, man. Somebody need to start telling the truth around here and stop lying to these people and pushing this shit. This is how y'all keep creating demons. More and more demons. Why? Because you allow this demonic activity to continue to move forward in life. I'm gonna sit out here and lie to all these people, got all these people standing behind this boy, and this boy an all-out demon. And not only that, like I said, he's a racist too. He talk about his own kind. Carmelo Anthony talk about his own kind. They'll ignore that shit though. They ain't gonna talk about that. They want to ignore that. This is how funky these people are. This stank, funky, disgusting behavior on the internet, man. Real talk, man. You talking about grown adults. And this is the reason why I tell y'all, a lot of these kids, they grow up to be killers, murderers, robbers, thieves, bad citizens. You know why? Because they got adults out here that allow the foolishness to keep going. And you see them all on the internet. They got adults out here to allow the foot to keep going. I'm telling y'all this right now. Right? You said, first of all, I agree with you, but you saying if he wasn't racist and whatnot. No, I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying that Carmelo Anthony, parents came out, they was all making it seem like this is a high character boy who wasn't in trouble, who was minding his own business. This nigga was a demon who was spiraling, who had all kind of shit going on in his life. He was a carbon copy of the Metcalf twins, except for he black and they white. Because the Metcalf twins was full of shit too. And I'll say it to anybody, the Metcalf twins, they were disgusting as well. The Metcalf twins got a 53-page file. And Carmelo Anthony got a 75-page file. They're absolutely disgusting. People out here, y'all niggas, like I said, y'all niggas ain't got no honor, man. Standing behind that shit, man. I don't stand behind nothing that ain't righteous. If you ain't righteous, I ain't standing with you. Straight up, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care what you talk. If you're not righteous, I ain't standing with you, bro. Straight up, man. Real talk, man. I don't stand with no demons. When you start standing with demons and praising demons and giving demons a pass, that demonic mentality and that demonic spirit comes upon you and everything that you bring around yourself. And some of these people go to church every goddamn on Sunday and come out here and praise demons all Monday through Saturday. And on Sunday, too, when they get out of church. Disgusting behavior, man. Disgusting behavior, man. Carmelo Anthony, like I said before, man. So the cat is out the bag now. They saying that the reason why his case was denied is because that girl, she reported him before the whole stabbing that morning. Before the whole stabbing that morning, that girl reported him. Straight up to the person who said he was minding his business, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. You don't know what was said under that tent, neither do I. I wanted to say that at first, but when I look at both of these dudes' character, they both were spiraling out of control. And he had something going on that day. Carmelo Anthony had something going on that day. See, y'all won't talk about how the girl reported him that morning. Before this whole situation happened, the girl reported him to the school. She said, this nigga keeps stalking me, and he won't let me and leave me alone. He keeps threatening me. The man was threatening the girl's life and have been threatening girls' lives for years. Threatening to kill girls. Running around carrying guns, carrying weapons, carrying knives. Y'all ain't got no problem with this shit because y'all a bunch of fucking demons. I stand up against all foolishness, all unrighteousness. I stand up against that bullshit, man. Real talk, man. He's a menace to society. Him and the Metcalf twins. Both of them. Both. You tell me what kids you know. The Metcalf twins got suspended 7 straight years in a row. Think about what I just told y'all and never got expelled. That's the Metcalf twins. Think about this, y'all. Carmelo Anthony, he got suspended. Carmelo Anthony got suspended 3 times in a row. And it got so bad he was suspended for fighting. Go ask his parents. Ask Carmelo Anthony's parents and his aloof daddy sitting up there looking, I couldn't take, nigga, get a grip, nigga. Real talk, man. Y'all don't see the devil is out here snatching souls on these kids? Y'all don't see this? The devil is out here at work for real, snatching souls. See, you can't play on the fence about this shit. You gotta be one way or another way with this. Real talk. When I seen that, man, I'm telling y'all this right now. And somebody said you got a problem with the girl. How can you have a problem with a girl when the nigga's on the tapes and the nigga's on the video and the nigga is on text messages saying shit like this, threatening to kill the girl? I seen somebody in the comment section. What the hell is wrong with you? Show me one text message where the girl said she was going to do something to Carmelo Anthony. Show it to me. Show it to me. Show it to me. Because he ain't show that shit. He ain't show that shit. So nigga, back. So back, nigga. Probably want to hear that shit. That nigga's a menace to society. All three of them. All three of them niggas menace. I don't know why nobody taking up for any of them dudes. Once I seen what type of weasel this cat is, man, ain't no way in hell, man. And you trying to do right and stand up for people, stand up for the little homie, thinking that, hey, man, this a good dude, man. Man, this nigga right here is a menace. Talk about black folks like a dog. Hey, come out here, like I said, talk about black folks like a dog. And y'all sit out here, black folks still defending him. But y'all hate Tatum. Y'all hate all these other people. Keep the same energy. If you don't like Tatum, you shouldn't like Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony talks shit about black folks like they ain't shit. But like I said, you got these bald-headed, bald eagles running around here on YouTube, the chicks, with 3 strings hold on to some dirt sheet, sitting out here talking about you might as well go ahead and get the glue on shit. Do all that capping. Real talk. Shit don't make no sense, man. So Mark Garagos, he getting in. How y'all gonna get mad at the girl when that nigga threatened to kill the girl? Make it make sense. How y'all gonna get mad at the girl when he threatened to kill the girl? How y'all gonna talk shit about somebody when that nigga was saying that he's talking shit about black folks like they ain't nothing, like they the scum of the earth? Ask his parents. Why y'all ain't ask his parents them questions? What's up with Carmelo Anthony talking all this shit about black folks? Why ain't nobody asked his parents about that? That was revealed in court in his file. There ain't nobody asked the parents about that shit. That'd have been the first question I asked them come out the courthouse if I'd have seen they had. Hey, hold on, what's your son talking this racist shit to black people? All these black people donated to him. And at first, I ain't even want to question that GoFundMe money. Now I'm starting to question all this shit. Because like I said, they didn't put that at the forefront at all. Right? Period. Right? You're not hearing what I'm saying to you, brother. This is where you falling apart. Your name is the hollow. And I think that's because your mindset is hollow. This is what I'm saying to you, brother. Both sides are spiraling out of control. Austin Metcalf, Hunter Metcalf, they were doing all kind of bullshit at school, all kind of bullshit outside of school. They were terrorizing the community and terrorizing everybody at school. Carmelo Anthony was doing the same thing. It just happened to be a day where these 2 fools that was spiraling out of control, or I should say 3 of them all met. That's all that happened. Real talk. This ain't no honorable dude we standing behind, and I'm standing behind an honorable dude. No, this is a dude who talks shit about black folks like a dog. This is a young fella, right? Once again, who threatened to smoke his own girlfriend, asked her how many bullets she wanted, right? He asked the girlfriend how many bullets you want in you. This is in 2024 he was doing this shit. We in 2026. So the girl was dealing with this shit the whole time. This nigga has admitted he has assaulted and beat up on girls. He's admitted that he's robbed people. See, I'm telling y'all something else. Y'all don't even want to talk about that. He's admitted that he's robbed people. He's admitted that he wanted to take his daddy's license plate off the car so he could go commit more crimes. This is all the shit he was saying in his messages. Carmelo Anthony, in his phone. Think about what I just said to y'all. Think about what I just said to y'all. Right? Shit don't make no sense whatsoever. Somebody say you ain't about to take Austin. I ain't on either one of their sides. See, this is the thing. Hold on. When you ain't on the side of truth, I ain't on your side. Neither one of these fools is on the side of truth. So I don't agree with either one of them. The Metcalfs or Carmelo Anthony. And that's facts. That's facts. Right? So it ain't about taking no sides. That girl, see, this is the thing. That girlfriend reported that nigga that morning. He was going to get smoked. That nigga got lucky they didn't bring this out in court. Because the girlfriend reporting him the same morning of the stabbing showed he was spiraling out of control that day. So that very morning at 1 o'clock in the morning, he got into it with that girl. That girl told him, I don't want to be with you. Leave me alone. What he did was he started threatening the girl some more, pulling up to her house, stalking her and shit like that. And she said, look, I don't want to be with you. Leave me alone. She reported that nigga to the school that morning. He then went to the track meet and murdered somebody. That changes how my whole perception of this is. I was thinking the nigga just went, mind his own business, didn't have nothing going on, and these two racist white boys came over there fucking with him. Nah, that ain't what happened. It was two racist white boys that was over there. That was two, troublemakers and shit starters. But Carmelo Anthony's one too. So now, once you got these two fools, three fools colliding, this is what you get. This is what you get. Once you got these three fools colliding, this is what you get. And now, Mark Garagos is out here telling y'all the reason why his new trial was rejected is because that girl had went and reported him that morning. It's right there. Mark Garagos says that the recent evidence introduced in involving Carmelo Anthony's own conduct, including allegations by an ex-girlfriend who claimed he stalked and threatened her, played a pivotal role in the judge's decision. I told y'all this. But y'all mofos don't want to listen. You want to make all these old lame ass excuses. This nigga's own goddamn text admitting to abusing and assaulting women. Come on, man. Y'all take up for the worst of the worst. Think about this. Peep game now. Peep game now. And I ain't even tell y'all all the shit Carmelo was doing. All the shit he was doing, that nigga was a carbon copy of the Metcalfs. Racist, violent, suspensions. The parents, they knew how bad he was. You know what the parents did? The parents took Carmelo Anthony. Like I told y'all, they had to put this nigga in a program, a special program that taught people to keep your hands to yourself, not assault other people. He got suspended 3 times. And his parents had enough of him. Said, no, we putting you in a program. And that shit still didn't work. Yeah, better than. So I'm telling y'all, man. Yeah, y'all see these lames in the comment section making all these. Let me cook this dude real quick. Right? Let me cook him real quick, man. I'm gonna cook this dude real quick, right? You said judge Carmelo, man. Ain't nobody judging Carmelo, brother. We telling with the truth. The truth is not judging. See, I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you admit to robbing people, stealing from people, let me say all this to all of y'all. When you admit to robbing people, stealing from people, this man was in his messages talking about taking guns to school, talking about taking weapons to the I think it was to the fair. Talking about, can I get my blick in there? Talking about how he was gonna kill people, slide on people. Something wrong with y'all, man. That man is a effing menace. Point blank to society, nigga. I'm not even finished. The nigga said he was gonna take his daddy's car and go commit a robbery. This is what he said he was planning on doing. Y'all niggas looking past all that. Talking about something, he get another chance. Man, God set that nigga down for 35 years. And he better hope. He better hope. Because now all this shit came out, they may deny his parole. They may deny his parole. All this shit don't came out. Remember, all this was sealed at first. Nobody knew about this. This was all sealed. So think about this, y'all. Nobody would have known about any of this unless Carmelo Anthony tried to appeal that case. The only reason why this information came out is because Carmelo Anthony tried to appeal. And in the appeal process, they can reveal everything in court. So now, in the appeal, they revealed everything about this nigga. In the court, both sides. Both sides got appeal. Right? Both sides. So when you talking about righteous, that nigga ain't righteous, man. This nigga's out here threatening to kill people, talking about how he's robbing people. He don't like black folks. This is the crazy part. You got black folks out here taking up for a dude who don't like black folks. They'll talk all this shit about Tatum every day, but don't keep the same energy with Carmelo Anthony. Man, the hell with Carmelo Anthony. The hell with him and Tatum. I'm just telling you the truth. Carmelo Anthony, read the screen right there. Right? Right? Read the screen right here. It was so bad, they couldn't even read the whole statement, like I'm not reading it right now to y'all. In court. This is shit he was saying about black folks. Where he targeted black folks. Right? Calling them black folks, black melon munching, chicken sucking. I don't even want to say it. Come on, man. Come on, man. So somebody to ask him about that. What's up with all that shit you was saying about black folks, bro? Ain't nobody gonna ask that though. And his parents, like I said before, they're part of the problem, not the solution. Because again, you can't let your child go. You have to be strong on your child. You cannot allow your child to go left. I'm sorry. Not happening. It just shows you the lackadaisical nature of these parents in the era we live in. And I'll be honest with y'all, man. Right? Now, ain't no racist kid called him that. No, he had this all written down. He was targeting black folks. He was talking shit about black folks, white folks, Mexicans, and gays. And that nigga said, I hate gays too. That's what he said. This is all in his phone. What they got out of his phone. He sat in court and didn't deny none of this. And his lawyer, when they was reading this shit, the lawyer was just like, man. I'm talking about the new lawyer. So the person who said stop spreading lies, I ain't spreading lies, I spread the truth. The truth will set you free and keep you free, Cynthia Hoggett. See, the problem about you, man, is don't come in here talking no shit to me. I got the truth on your screen right here. That come right from Carmelo Anthony's phone. They admitted this in court just this past weekend, man. So you don't come in here with your little pretty self. Don't come in here talking that, Cynthia. See, I ain't gonna call you ugly, Cynthia, because you ain't ugly. But you ain't gonna come in here telling me I'm lying. Ain't nobody lying. They did. Now ask the parents, did they put his ass in the LSU special program for kids who couldn't stop assaulting other people? His own parents had to admit him. That's how bad he was. The nigga got suspended 3 times in a row. How do I know? Because I got his paperwork. His case file was released from school. His school records was released. That little nigga got suspended 3 times in a row for assaulting people. Couldn't keep his hands to himself. Like I told you, it was so bad. It was so bad, Cynthia, that they had to enroll him in the program so he could stop putting his hands on people. And then he didn't even change after the program. After the program was over with, he ain't even changed. He got worse. This little nigga was spiraling out of control. I'm telling y'all this. If he wouldn't have been stopped, he might have robbed or killed somebody, man. The way he was going. The same thing with the Metcalf twins. Same thing with the Metcalf twins. You said, what's my point? My point is the little stain ain't nothing to be out here defending. Y'all say y'all don't like buck dancers, shuckers, and jabbers, right? So why the hell is y'all defending a dude who don't like black folks and Carmelo Anthony? I'll wait for it. That's my point, sucker. The hell wrong with you talking about some what's your point? My point is that that man is a straight demon. Demon. Did you hear what I said to you? Demon. Demon. Right? You know what they do with demons? They send them one place. Tell you that right now. See, you can make all these lame ass excuses. The one thing you can't make excuses with is God. You say I'm lame. I ain't lame, nigga. You don't hold on. You said I'm lame. I ain't lame. You the one that's on here looking like a dusty ass. Hold on. Let me see. Let me look at you real. This nigga looking like a low budget key Glock. Nigga, sit your ass down somewhere, nigga. So as I said to y'all see these people coming here and make all these damn crazy ass excuses. Period. Yeah, I am mad. You know why I'm mad? I'm mad because they got little stains like this running around here effing up the community. They should have put him and the Metcalf twins all in the same cell together. But since you running your mouth, Key Glock, let me ask you this question, brother. Right? So, how do you feel about Carmelo Anthony talking shit about black folks? How do you feel about Carmelo Anthony saying that black folks ain't nothing but a bunch of black melon munching, chicken sucking? I can't say the rest. Answer that question. Right? I want y'all to think about that. They're having a hard time coping. This is what happens when you align yourself so much with bullshit that when the truth come out about somebody, you want to be right so much, you don't even want to change your opinion when you get new information. See, when I get new information, if it calls me to change my opinion, I'm going to change my opinion. I definitely got new information on Carmelo Anthony because I ain't know none of this about him. The way the parents was talking like this little nigga ain't never been in trouble ever before in life. I'm thinking we dealing with a kid who's on point, who just ran track, who ain't on none of this shit. Man, this nigga in there talking about slide and all that kind of shit, bro. On demon time, nigga. And y'all out here capping for this? Nah, we ain't finna do that. No, nigga. We not finna do that. Nah, I don't talk worse about niggas. I don't, nigga. But you still ain't answered the question I asked you about the Carmelo Anthony, brother. So that tells us what we need to know about you. I asked you, what do you think about Carmelo Anthony? Talk about black folks like a dog. You ain't got no answer for that. Y'all see how they do? They duck and dodge the real shit, y'all. He duck when you start hitting him with that ducking and dodge, and somebody said 3.7 GPA don't mean shit. Now that I think about it, I know a lot of people who graduated from school with a 3.8, 3.9. Nigga ain't never go to class. I literally got people that I was cool with. All they did was play sports. They never went to class. Then they graduated with 3.8, 3.9, nigga. The teacher passed you in every class. Hey, you an athlete, you play ball? Shit, they'll pass you in every class if you out here balling. Real talk. How do I know? I saw it the whole time. I literally seen my teammates never go to class. And I said, how the fuck this nigga get 3? This nigga got a high GPA. I'm going to class every day. This nigga at 3.9. I get like a 3.4, 3. What? 5? That nigga don't never be in class. They come to class 3 times the whole year. Teacher passed that nigga. He playing ball. Yeah, let me pass that nigga. And you talking about some 3-point? I might want to hear that shit, man. Like I said, stay right here. And don't say it's a lie because his parents sat up there in the courtroom and didn't argue against none of it. I would love somebody to interview them parents now. I bet you can't find them for an interview after this has been revealed. Ask them about all that shit going on. Carmelo Anthony had 75 pages. Them sorry Metcalf twins had 53. Period. You said, how can you defend someone calling them names? I ain't calling no name. I told you exactly what he was. I said he's a demon. Period. He is a demon. A demon. Right? That means he's filled with the devil. Simple as that. When you get kids like that admit to robbing people, stealing from people, want to do all these things to people, been suspended multiple times from school. Come on, man. No, I'm talking about ask them about these questions. Ask the parents about these questions. Ask the parents, hey man, why y'all didn't tell us before that y'all put this thing in the school? Parents ain't gonna have nothing to say. I guarantee they don't go do them national TV interviews no more. Now that they got all this. Ain't no way. I don't told y'all this. And it wasn't just now. That nigga been doing this shit, bro. This nigga been doing this shit for years, bro. According to his case file, bro, he been doing this shit for years. I couldn't believe it when I saw his case file. I said, what? This ain't no little one-off thing. This nigga been doing this for you, bro. He literally was one of those kids that you literally have to watch as far as one of the kids that's spiraling out of control. I'm telling y'all, this is why you got to have strong parents, man. I told y'all, man, I was acting a fool in class, bro. The best thing that ever happened to me is my teacher called my father. And my daddy was not playing no games. I told y'all that nigga wasn't playing no games. That nigga was going to stand on business, bro. Carmelo Anthony parents, Austin Metcalf parents, they let him down, man. All their parents let him down, man. Parents ain't stand on. When you don't stand on business with your kids, man, bro, I'm trying to tell you, man, your kids can die at an early age in this world, man, of stupidity, man. You have to really put your arm around your kids. You have to really put that correction, the rod of correction on your kids, man. I'm telling y'all this. You got to be strong with your kid because we live in a strong world where they can be easily influenced to do the wrong thing. Right? Your kids can be influenced to get involved in the wrong situations, wrong groups, gangs, all this other stuff. Your kids can be easily influenced to do the wrong thing in life. And then what? Right? Think about that. Because I'll tell you what my father did, man. Nigga came, when I told y'all, nigga came to the school and nigga gave me, that was the worst whooping I ever got. The principal literally had a paddle. I'm thinking, is this shit legal? But that day saved my life, nigga. And I was still bad after that. I still had to go to military school, still acting up. But my father never quit. That nigga kept being hard with me. He didn't change. He made me change. And that nigga told me, he was like, hey, look, if you don't want to fight, he said, look, you can do whatever you want to do. If you paying the bills, you can do whatever you want to do. But as long as you live in this house, you're going to follow these instructions. And that's non-negotiable. Parents got to start telling their kids that, man. Hey, man, the rules in this house is non-negotiable. Simple as that. You're not going to sag your pants. You're not going to disrespect. You're not going to curse your parents. You're going to do your homework. You're going to turn in that phone every night so we can inspect your phone. I'm just being real with y'all. These are all the different things, I had to go through all the time. And it's not much with the phone thing because at that time we didn't really have phones. So nobody had phones in school. But now, man, they're inspecting the phones. They're inspecting the phones. Like the good parents inspecting the phones. Right? Simple as that. They looking at your whole situation. Real talk. I look at this, hey man, bro, I'm checking everything that you got going on. And if you got any cap going on with you, I'm finna shut that shit down right now. Because I refuse to allow my child to be a failure. And that's how you have to be as a parent. You have to put the fear of God on your kids. Your kids have to be scared to not come correct. I'm telling you. When I see the kids don't be scared of their parents, calling their parents by their first name, disrespecting their parents, don't be listening, telling their parents what their parents need to be doing, man, I already know what time it is, man. Ain't no hope. Ain't no hope. You know what I mean? But me, I was going to get that pressure. Yo, go outside and rake the leaves. I rake the front yard, come back in real quick. Hey, did you rake the back? Had to put on my shoes, going on back outside again and rake the back. I'm like, damn, dog. Here we go again. Did you take out the trash? Yeah, I took out the trash. Did you push the trash in the trash can? You don't want trash hanging out the trash can outside, so all kind of dogs and cats and stuff come. And this is all stuff I'm telling y'all about. I'm being honest with y'all, all the way across the board. All the way across the board. Bro, this was everyday stuff. Did y'all wash the dishes? Huh? Did you wash the dishes? So I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. Bro, every single day. I'm talking about, it was like a goddamn robot. A machine every day. That discipline builds in you, though. It instills something in you. But the kids they got going on now, they don't have that no more. These kids now, look how these kids talking to their parents and stuff. I'm trying to tell you, man, kids very disrespectful to their parents, man. You ain't got no respect for your parents. How you gonna respect somebody else? Right? You couldn't, in my era, you couldn't talk down on your parents and because you getting free rent and board and food. You couldn't talk down on the parents in that house. You talk on the parents, man, boy, they be the last thing you ever did. And I'm just being honest with y'all. But to see how people allow Carmelo Anthony to get away with that shit he did, man, I was very sad, man. Very sad. But most definitely, man, y'all let me know what y'all feeling on this, man. This is one of the ones right here, man. This is one of the ones right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Mark Garagos came out and said that the girlfriend that her reported that nigga before that incident happened that day. Him and the girlfriend got into a whole different incident that morning. And the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, she was trying to leave him, and he refused to let her leave. Refused to let her leave. So they say that he was stalking her, driving her to her crib, stalking her, all of these things. And you know, she reported that nigga to the school. She called the school and reported it. Said, "Hey man, this guy, he's abused. He's like stalking me, and he's threatened to assault me and all these other things and kill me. Like, what y'all gonna do?" Right? So yeah, man, that nigga sad, man. Real talk, man. Shit, man. The Metcalf twins, all them dudes, man. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got another video coming out. I still think Hunter Metcalf should be prosecuted. I think Hunter Metcalf should be prosecuted for that whole situation. I think Hunter Metcalf should be prosecuted for his role in that whole situation. Hunter Metcalf should be prosecuted. Bro, them dudes, let me tell you something. And then all the girls that came out of that school, the girls that they allegedly assaulted, why them niggas ain't been in prison? They should have been in prison. The minute you punched the girl out and punched her in the stomach, he should have been sent right to jail. How was the worst thing they was getting was suspended? Kicked off the team, suspended from the team. How did you get suspended 7 years in a row? I want to talk about the Metcalf twins. How did they get suspended 7 years in a row and never get expelled? That's crazy. Bro, you get suspended 2 times, man, you might as well, you get suspended 3 times in a 2-year span, bro, you might be looking at getting expelled, bro. These fools are doing all that and the racist graffiti, all that stuff. Harassing black folks and still not getting kicked out of school? Man, bro, I tell y'all, man, they should have been sent to prison. They should have been, bro, listen, they would have been in juvenile hall, man. They should have been sent right to juvenile hall. And they got probation? Nah, nigga. They had too many instances, bro. Nope. Think about that, y'all. And that will lead up to creating these people who grow up to be psychos. It's a process. That shit don't just happen overnight. It's unidentified shit or unchecked shit that go on in these dudes' lives. And it stay unchecked to a point to where now look what's going on. Right? Shit sad, man. Shit sad, man. Both of the Metcalf twins should be in. Both of them should have been in jail. They should have both been kicked out of school and put in jail. Straight up, man. You can't be a menace to society out here and think it's cool. So y'all let me know what y'all feel, man. So yeah, that's the information, man. It's wild, man. So people gonna attack the girlfriend, but how can you attack the girlfriend when it was Carmelo threatening to kill her? Like, make it make sense. How can you attack the girlfriend when it was Carmelo Anthony that was telling her that he wanted to kill her? Read this on your screen. The prosecution's counter evidence. The prosecution countered by introducing digital evidence seized from Carmelo Anthony's devices to prove he equally was prone to bigotry and targeted hatred. Investigators extracted a note saved on Carmelo Anthony's phone that featured a long, explicit list of disturbing racial tropes and slurs targeting black, white, and Hispanic individuals. They also unveiled phone messages, school disciplinary files, and Apple Notes where Carmelo Anthony allegedly displayed an obsession with fighting, including in October 2024, texts about stabbing someone and licking the blood from the blade, threats to kill his girlfriend, a video pointing a gun at a house, jokes about shooting up a school, and a racist rant. In a separate text thread reviewed during the hearing, prosecutors showed that Carmelo Anthony explicitly typed, "I hate gay people." Prosecutors argued that he was actively spiraling or spoiling for a fight the day of the stabbing. It's wild, man. This is all the shit that was going on, man. And like I said, man, some people, the grift is so crazy, they'll just keep, like I said before, man. Like I said before, man. Totally unacceptable. And now Mark don't release what happened. He said that because that girl, she went and she would have been a star witness too about his behavior. That nigga would have got life. I'm telling y'all, the luckiest thing he did was not have this come out in the first trial. If this would have came out in the first trial, Carmelo Anthony would have got life in prison. 75 pages, they'd have gave him life. They'd have gave him life. They wouldn't have gave a fuck about the Metcalf. They'd have gave him life. Right? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.